Dog, OG. OG,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody on the team whose offense is coming as easy as it is for him. He's just looking
Insane.
great, man. You know, defensively, we know what to expect, but I think it's on the offensive side where he's looking smoother by the game with this team.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know, he's getting so many open looks and easy looks. I don't think I've ever seen him dunk more than I
Yeah.
have the past week and a half. You know, it's like every time you look, yeah, you know, it's because it's open. You know, you got to worry about Cat, you got to worry about McCall, you got to worry about JB. Hart is being a capable scorer and really cashing in, and you know, you're getting to the point now when he goes in the lane, you know it's dropping. So now, what do we do? And then OG is just right there. He's getting putbacks, he's getting dunks, he's catching alleys, he's in the lane, you know, and he's looking more comfortable. It's really dope, man. We can't gush over it enough.
Yeah, and I think we also have to factor in, you know, when you look at how they space out the floor in this 5-out system, how each player in that system kind of makes the other better. So because of the gravity of Towns, you got to pull the big away from the basket and check him at the three-point line. You got to have the guard or the opposing wing checking Jalen Brunson near the top. So all that space allows OG Anunoby now and even Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart to make those cuts and get those efficient baskets, because Tibbs wants high-efficiency twos, layups, dunks, or those good threes. And so with OG Anunoby, this is from James Edwards of The Athletic, OG is scoring 1.62 points per possession off of cuts, and that ranks 12th in the entire league.
Nice.
12th.
You know, and this is what we all wanted to see from OG, especially with the commitment, you know, with the contract that the Knicks gave him. And, you know, everybody, wow, man, that's a lot of money for somebody that just plays defense. Well, he never just played defense. He just knows how to play his role and his position the right way. Yeah. So he's not clamoring for the ball and wanting the ball and having to dictate his game solely on having the ball in his hands, you know. So that's what that contract was about. So seeing him now become more of a scoring prowess, really put more into that and have those opportunities and those open lanes and cuts and everything like that. Now you're like, yeah, worth every penny. You're seeing it online, worth every penny. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's all lining up.
And another interesting stat, which I think matches up with what we see on the eye test, is how many times he's posting up. And again, I think that is, you have to kind of look at the domino effects in that when an opposing team is putting a bigger wing on Jalen Brunson, that allows a lot of times OG Anunoby to take on the smaller guard who they have quote unquote parked on him. But he's taking advantage of that. So a lot of time you'll see the Knicks in transition. He's running down the court. He's getting that seal on the smaller guard. They're getting the cross matchups in the half court where he's sealing off that smaller guard and getting post-up attempts. So right now, again, this is according to James Edwards of The Athletic, he's 4th in the NBA in points per possession on post-ups at 1.29.
Crazy. I mean, even last night, I'm seeing him bring the ball down the court more. You know, I'm seeing him get it and run it straight down. And, you know, good things are happening when all of that comes into play. And taking advantage, you know, he's the thing about him. When it was him and Randall last year, you had two bulldogs down there, two bullies, you know, like the way OG is built, his height, you know, his conditioning, he's a bully down there. So, you know, we still got that one bully left, you know, and it's good to see him take advantage of that.
He's playing like an absolute bully, man. And, you know, in James's article in The Athletic, they talked about OG's pregame routine in terms of how much he's out there practicing his deep ball threes. And, you know, he came in to this team with being prolific from the corners. I mean, each of the last 5 seasons, he's averaged 41% from the corner three. This year, it's at 31%, but that's because above the break, he's at 41%. So his deeper threes, he's starting to knock those down. He's starting to
going
step
out.
in. He's stepping
100%.
out and pulling up on you. I mean, that speaks to the evolution of him as a shooter, which is only going to benefit this team as they keep going forward, man.
And it's only year one of a 5-year deal, baby. Yeah.
Right.
So let's just see keep growing. You know what I mean? We need OG to just continue that year after year, and hopefully we celebrating a lot of things.
And I think the other thing that's also undersold when you think about him is he's another guy when you think about chemistry that's still working on it with this team, because even when he came to the team last year and instantly transformed that team, he also missed a lot of time. So then he had to catch up, get back with Brunson. Now this year's a brand new team, so he's got to catch up again.
Starting it all over again.
You know?
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And for him to be able to be where he's at with this team so fast, with all of those factors in play, like you said, just says so much. I mean, by the time we get to this year's playoffs, these guys should be locked in at the hip now. This should be lockstep and key as far as the chemistry, familiarity, and camaraderie and all that stuff that we're already getting, we're starting to see. Even with Precious and Cat kind of joking a little bit when, OG was doing the post game with Alan Hahn. And those are the moments. Those are the moments that continue to breed comfortability, and everybody's comfortable with one another. Everybody's locked in, and now we really boys, we really brothers. It's more than just a job, quote unquote. So when you see that stuff happening, and the fact that Cat just jumped in so quickly with that, and OG is feeding off of that, and they feeding off of him, and Hart, and Hart's contagious. So it's all. This energy of this team is really what it's supposed to be, man, and it's exciting. It's one brother out there that should still be here, but that's another story for another time. You know what I mean?
I hear you on that, man.